TaylorMade became great all over again with their M1, M2, their M3, M4 and M5, M6 drivers, but the problem about them all being so great is that an argument arises about how similar they all are. So in order to allay worries about technology plateauing or fears that limits have been reached, something had to change for TaylorMade's next driver. Something had to move. And it did. The shape moved. It's shape in motion, or SIM. Let's take a golf better look under the hood of the new TaylorMade SIM Driver family. Now let's start by reassuring you that this new SIM driver is not completely different to M5, M6 that came before it, or all the M's before them. Oh no. The foundation of those drivers are absolutely still there, and all the best bits, they're transferred over. But this SIM driver is all about evolving the blossoming head geometry we saw in the M6 and dialing that in. Cars, for instance, have changed over the years to become more stable and aerodynamic, so why not drivers? You see, the holy grail with any driver is to have a low and back centre of gravity whilst having a high resistance to twist called moment of inertia. You really want low spin, you want high ball speed, but you also want forgiveness. And engineering wise, that's a really tough thing to do without making the driver aerodynamically draggy. Now, if you think back to all the drivers from TaylorMade, from the SLDR to the M6, you kind of appreciate there's pretty much no other company out there with the wealth of centre of gravity knowledge, including successes and failures, as TaylorMade. So when you look at the almost Lego-like projection or inertia generator on the side of the SIM, you just kind of roll with it. Now the job of this inertia generator is pretty obvious. It places a big chunk of weight low and back, almost outside the head of a conventional driver head when viewed side on. But won't that big protruding bar slow down the club during the swing? I hear you say. Well, yes, say TaylorMade. In fact, they saw some heel drag in the M6 where the airflow was being disrupted by the shape. And the answer was to actually rotate the design of the inertia generator heel to toe at a 20-degree angle in the SIM driver to match the arc of the swing and make it the most aerodynamically efficient shape possible when you consider all the benefits in terms of ball speed and forgiveness. Add in then the existing speed-injected twist face, now with blue screws this time, the speed pocket, inverted cone technology behind the face for ball speed and forgiveness, and you've pretty much all the bases covered in the SIM driver. Now TaylorMade say their effective CT or characteristic time are about 10 points higher in SIM than M5, M6, so you should be gaining marginally on ball speed, especially if you can muscle it out there at over 100 miles per hour swing speed. Now there are three models of the SIM driver. There's the SIM Max and the SIM Max D for draw. They all share the speed injected twist face, they all have a 2-degree adjustable loft sleeve, they all have the new blue livery and dark silver chromium and chalk crown, that lovely carbon fibre weave into the head to create an almost holographic effect. But the three models, they're actually quite different in shape and in functionality, which is very refreshing. Now the standard SIM, that'll be the one you'll see mostly on tour. It's the only one with movable weights, and you'll immediately notice the weight track has been simplified back to a straight heel toe design with a 10-gram weight in there. The weight at the back of the club is 12 grams. The net result of the setup will be up to 200 RPM less spin than the M5, but you should feel more forgiveness. This is the lowest spinning SIM model. Be assured this is a 460cc club because it looks more squat and shallow at address than the other models. Now the lofts available are 8, 9 and 10.5 degrees in the stock shafts. You can get the Mitsubishi Diamant S60 Limited, the Project X Hazardous Green Smoke 70, both of which are considered low launch shafts. Now the SIM Max, well that's the version that TaylorMade engineers get to lock in all the settings they feel will provide the most distance and forgiveness, or MOI, of all the models. The weight at the back is 6 grams heavier than in the standard SIM at 18 grams. And the face of the SIM Max is deeper and higher than in the standard SIM. Spin numbers of the SIM Max will be a little higher than the standard SIM, but they are still incredibly low for a hugely forgiving driver. And the ball flight of the SIM Max will be higher also, and it's matched superbly by the stock Fujikura Ventus Blue shaft, which is mid-launch, and the Ventus Red, which is high launch. Then the SIM Max D, well, that's the draw version of the SIM Max, and engineered to help players who tend to hit a slice off the tee. And visually, the face is 18% bigger than the standard SIM. It's even a touch bigger and deeper even than the SIM Max, but note the weighting is very, very different. The SIM Max D has a 12 gram weight on the back of the club, 6 grams lighter than SIM Max, but extra weight has been added to the heel, which will strengthen that left bias. The SIM Max D will have the highest spin and the lowest MOI numbers of the SIM family, but that's pretty normal in a driver designed to put a shape onto the shot. The SIM Max D, well, that comes in 9, 10.5 and 12 degree lofts, and the stock shaft there is the UST helium. So there it is, shape in motion, and with the emphasis now firmly on weighting and the performance benefits of the inertia generator, it looks like SIM is the shape of things to come from TaylorMade. Within that family again, you've got SIM, SIM Max, SIM Max D, 3 very distinct models. SIM for tour and better players and those who value adjustability with low spin, low trajectory. SIM Max, who want high and long and forgiving. SIM Max D for those who want to correct a slice or fade. We have them all on golffitter.com, so choose the one that's right for you. Now, if you enjoy our under the hood reviews, please do subscribe to the Golffitter YouTube channel. Hit that notification button down there. And of course, find us on Golffitter across all the social platforms, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. From me for now though, it's Donal, out.